The seller's property condition report disclosure form. This is your opportunity to give full disclosure of the home. Now, in the event you know of something that has happened and you're like, well, I don't know that I want to disclose that, my recommendation is disclose it. It will work to your favor. I have had very, very few people walk away from a deal because of something they found on the property disclosure form. They will hire their inspector to verify the current status of the issue, if there is one or not. But what this will do is protect you in the event somebody buys your home and then they discover something about the home and they're like, hey, wait a minute, I think he knew about this and they didn't share it with us, then we potentially could be liable for that repair or the damage that goes with it. So this is actually a great document for us. It frees us up to have a smooth transaction, and once we're sold with the property, then it becomes as is, so to say, for the buyer. Okay? So if you'll just take some time to go down through this, it breaks it down into sections: appliances, electrical, it'll go into heating, moisture, etc. And it'll have different places where you can put a check mark. Column 1, none or not included, working, not working, or do not know. So for example, clothes dryer and clothes washer, those will be not included, right? So we'll just check those out right there. Any questions?
Just curious on these ones right here.
Oh, great question. So these up here, these are disclosure about living and actually having access to city services, or the impacts that can come from living in city boundaries. So if we're already in the cities, is the property located in the city limits? And where we do live in the city of Idaho Falls, we're going to answer yes to all three of these here. This really comes into play on properties on the outskirts of town. There's been situations over in Boise where a property had been annexed into the city and somebody bought some ground there thinking it was in the county, and they had the increased taxes from being in the city and the extra costs, and those were not disclosed to that buyer. So this is just to protect situations like that. Okay? Great question. Thank you for asking. All right.